Despite the loss tonight, Curtis, is there an awful lot for this team to hold its head high about with the way it went through this tournament and the way it nearly was able to battle back again?
Yeah, I don't think anyone outside that room believed in us at all. I think our guys came together. They became a team again. They worked extremely hard. We did a lot of good things, and it's just unfortunate. It's tough to beat a team twice in a tournament.
You had nothing to hang your hat about, be upset about. You won 3 games in this tournament. I don't think anybody outside of this organization thought you were going to win 3 games. I mean, that's something to be proud of, isn't it?
Well, the goal is to get to the big dance, So, you're at home. It's unfortunate the way that unfolded because we had the right guys with the puck in the right spot a few times and just couldn't get the sights dialed in, I guess. But that's hockey. That's why you play the games. And but yeah, like I said, I'm proud of our guys. I'm proud of the way they worked, the way they competed, the way they didn't give up on anything. We were down 4-0 to Spruce, a team that gave us our lunch all year, and beat them as an exciting game as I've been part of as a coach. In terms of commitment and working for each other, it's it's tough. That's all.
Did you have an accurate sense of what Melfort was going to bring coming from that Thursday game? And do you feel Melfort sort of switched the game up on you guys? No,
they did the same thing. They played with speed, pace. They're a puck control team. They've got some great skill in their lineup. We had guys on our side snake bit. We scored with depth in our tournament. Their guys that were snake bit broke out tonight. So, their top liner, one of their top 2 lines got 2 goals. And so there's, that's the difference in the hockey game right there. They were exactly what we knew they were. We took a penalty 200 feet from our net, which, that bites you in the ass. That's, those decisions. And we didn't dial in on the net. How many pucks did we put over the net tonight? Maybe 8, maybe 10. So this isn't... This game's about details, and there's no tricks or magics or change up. You dance with the girl you brought to the dance. They certainly did. They played with speed and pace, and their gaps are great. And every team here is a great hockey team. And like Dougie said, we hung in with everybody. We won 3. We just won the wrong one in the end. And maybe we had trouble with that all year, winning that second game back to back. And I know in Lloyd we won 1, lost the second. We did it in Grand Prairie, won 1, lost the second. We did it before Christmas into Olds, and then went up to Camrose, lost the second. And maybe that was our MO. But we certainly played well and did enough good things to have the win, and give them credit. They regrouped. They had a win yesterday or 2 days ago against us, and we came back and found a way in overtime, and we just didn't have the magic tonight.
You guys certainly played well without Luke Lawler on Thursday, but to have Adam Durkee out of the lineup, as tough as that was, what does it maybe say about some of the younger kids, forwards like Austin Holmes and others who really have stepped up into huge roles in this tournament, and what does it maybe say not just about what they did here, but what they can be expected to bring to this franchise down the road too?
Well, that's the exciting part. I look at our younger players and how they played and competed, and someone asked me, we rolled 4 lines, and yeah, absolutely. And we rolled 4 lines with Scalise playing the wing, and talk about a kid who's he didn't get a lot of shifts tonight, but just the ability to be versatile that way. It's so great for their resume when they're being scouted by other teams, and from other leagues, especially and C2A. So we had a camp in April. We have a camp in July. We got a camp in Denver. We've got some great prospects. We look at our youth moving forward, and certainly our youth know and understand what's expected. I don't think the learning curve will be as steep as it was this year, and we're certainly excited about that.
It's the end of an era for a couple of very good mob players, Houcher, Wittenberg, Lofthouse. Just what do you say to those guys after a tough game like this?
Well, each of them, they have their own journey. Lofty had a choice coming out of the Western League, could have gone anywhere, and he gave our organization a chance. And he came in, served us well for Houch and for Witsy. Loyal Barons for 2 or 2.5 years, whatever their tenure was here, and 2 leaders in our room, 2 leaders on the ice, the big minute players, a big part of this organization, and the way they competed and played in this event, that's the kind of legacy you need from your leadership moving forward.
At what point do you begin sort of looking ahead to next year and trying to figure out what sort of roster you have and how it's made up?
Well, we'd started that process in April, actually, when we were looking at that, and every day is an evaluation for a player when there's always someone chomping at your heels. That's for sure. So really we'll say our goodbyes in the next couple of days to our players here, but the process has already begun.
You had a couple of really good youth players on this team, and Drohan and Cole Gable really impressed in this tournament. He's out there in the dying minutes to try and tie the game. Those are 2 guys you could or may not have on the team next year if they move up a level, but how important in the seasons those guys have had, if you could just touch on that.
Well, with Dro, he was the hero 2 nights ago. The wrister gets through again tonight, just a smart hockey player, and he's been to Tri-Cities now, so his fate is really out of our hands. With Gable, local player, I know he's been bothered nonstop by other teams during this run, so what an unbelievable job by him to stay focused, and just the credit to the kind of player he is. And those guys, they play with skill, they play the game with intelligence and high hockey IQ, and they just got to get bigger and stronger. But neither of them look out of place in this tournament with the best in the Western Canada.